Brothers and sisters, Zuman Rahim here, Master of the Covenant, break our 7 seals. Pressure. Well, brothers and sisters, I'm going to see if I can make this happen. I've attempted to get on online several times today. Unsuccessful because all kinds of technical issues. They're making it very difficult for me to get online, brothers and sisters. I went and purchased a new laptop. It's worse than the one that I have now. So it's going back. Buffering continues even though I'm at the maximum bandwidth and everything. But they're trying to frustrate me. They figure, oh, he's 76 years old. Man, I'm frustrated. I give him a stroke. Well, I'm keep trying. I'm not going to stop until I can't move anymore, until I'm dead. So let's move on, brothers and sisters. I'm going to keep this short. I was going to talk a little while today because I had some few things, but as you can see, it's late. And I'm still wondering if this system's going to hold up. Working on all days, I think I got it. But we'll see. And I still have issue with my sound, so I'm not sure if you're getting good sound or not. So we'll see. Okay, brothers and sisters. Now, you know, the things that happen in the world today is, even out the angels, some of the stuff is just basic. Right? But that's because, you know, I was a thoughtful person, a person that looked for truth in things even before I met Elijah. That's what led me to Elijah. And most of you, that's been taken away from you. You just listen to what they say, like these crazy movies they put. They got movies out where they got about 4 or 5 women and they weigh about 100 pounds apiece. And they're all in their early 20s. And they go over there and they wipe out a whole battalion of Taliban. Yet America was there for over 20 years, and they got their ass whooped by sheep herders. And see, people take that in. And you got a lot of, especially sisters, right? Like they put this movie out, Tyler Perry, but she wanted to go and fight Hitler because of her Jewish boyfriend. And see, that goes in, and I keep telling you, your brain just calculates. If that's the information that's going in, then you're going to, what kind of person do you think you're going to be? You act on information. You are the information, you personally are the information that you've been absorbing all your life. You're the information you've been absorbing. Okay? And the thing is, there's such thing as a compiler. I try to explain these things to you. The computers, everything becomes a compiler. What a compiler does is that when you take and get your code, everything together, right, and you put it in the computer, the compiler checks it. It's like a door that you have to get through before you get into the computer. That checks and makes sure everything is cool, what's going in there, before it gets in the computer. Because another computer's just going to calculate it. It don't care what it gets, it's going to calculate it. So you put that compiler in there to make sure, hey, check everything first. Right? So no garbage getting there. And that's the same thing in life. Because they say, oh, stay away from the Christians. No, stay away from the Muslims. See, and they give you ideas, and you think they're nothing. Like that proud Tyler Perry thing, that's nothing. See, and she gonna go fight Hitler. And remember, this is in the 30s and the 40s. When they was lynching black folks here, raping them, beating them, putting them in prison, everything else. But she gonna go and fight Hitler. She gonna go to war and fight Hitler. And these people right here, hating them, lynching them, calling them niggas and everything else to their face. But she gonna go and fight Hitler. soak that in for a minute. And then you can tell about the Holocaust. When the Holocaust happened? Was that in the 30s and the early 40s? When did the Civil Rights Movement take place? When in the 60s? About 20 years later? So why do you think they had to have a Civil Rights movement? Why do you think they had to have a Civil Rights movement where they were sicking dogs on you and killing you and beating you? Why do you think they have to have that? If you wasn't going through some kind of Holocaust with his damn self. Oh no, good. What the hell was you do? Happened to you here? Discrimination on you. See, that's what happens when you don't see. They took adversity compiler because they tell you all the things that's good for you. Don't accept those things. Don't let stuff get into your brain. Hear that stuff get in your brain, and they feed you all this garbage. And you won't listen to me. Oh man, because you ain't gonna listen to. He's a nigga. He don't know nothing. That's what it done to you. Because you ain't gonna hear. Because the power they gave you. Don't let this stuff get into your brain. Stay with that stuff. Yeah. And so you don't let that stuff, that good information get in there. In other words, don't eat no beef. Don't nobody tell you eat pork. So anything you eat pork and you say, I'm not eating no beef. I'm gonna eat pork. And pork is bad for you. That's why it mark you beating yourself up. That's what it's talking about. Because good information you're blocking, and the bad information you let fly right on through, and you are the information that you're eating. That's what the lesson says. You are what you eat. That's what it means. You are the information you're eating. You think it's talking about food? You are the information that you're eating. And so look at you, look how you're acting. That's because that's the information that you're taking in. That's the information you're eating. And you eat it 3 times a day. More than that. That's what you are, the information you eat. And you got that, and it's your parents that put the compiler, give you that compiler. Oh man, stirring the Muslims. You got to believe in Jesus. And Jesus cursed your ass. He's the one that said, you're going to be a slave forever. Because you curse you black, according to them. And you're going to be a slave forever. But you only got to believe in Jesus. And people that's oppressing you, they're the ones, the Christians, with a cross around their neck. I was raping you. You see? And I don't speak to anybody. I go to the gym. I just don't waste my time. Every time they cut into me, the devil's out. Definitely, man. And sometimes when Negroes bus comes over in, they want to say something, but they want to talk about some bullshit I ain't interested in, and then they can't understand it. See, but then they go and talk to the devil. They be talking to the devil. I mean, I don't say he come to the gym anyway because it's more like what you call it, a social club. Because all I do is talking all the time. I'm there to get in and get the hell out. That's another reason I don't want to talk. And they already talking this bullshit. But as soon as I say something to their brother. I said, hey man, I said, are you ready for the war? I don't want to talk about this kind of stuff, man. I don't worry about, I don't trust how. He went off. I said that. I didn't get no religion. I just said, are you ready for war? Oh, yeah. Get, some say right away. Snap. Because that's what it is. Don't anything you say, because you got to speak the narrative. Anything other than narrative, they don't hear. You better be speaking NFL. Right. Beyonce. Right. You gotta be speaking bullshit. Right away. Because as soon as they take you off that page, they shut you off. Like one of the one told me, says, I said, do you know anything about history here? Oh, man. Hey, man, can we talk about this later? And see, I was stupid on that one because I thought, he was way at the club, he's a gym rat. I says, maybe So I said, hey, well, why don't you come by? Come on, we can talk. I invite you to come by. We can talk about it if you like to about it. But what he was doing, he was throwing me off. What he was saying was, man, I don't hear that shit. I guess I'm getting old, right? I guess I didn't catch it at first. I thought about it later. I realized that's what it was. He didn't want to delay it. He didn't want to hear it. See? That's attitude. That's attitude that it's going to be broken. Master Muhammad's going to break it. When he breaks it, right? Like I said, if you eating pork, that's you eating 24/7. Somebody kill the pigs, you got to look for another source to eat. So you got to go. Somebody had to have some food for you to eat, or you're going to die. And so when he breaks this false Israel mind, right? This Christian mind, this sealed Bible mind, we breaks that mind, then your mind, your brain, that's your mind's feeding your brain. Your brain I can eat. Your brain needs information just like you need food. You may not realize, but your brain needs information. It needs it. That's why you're looking around, finding for what's happening all the time, what's going on. Your brain needs, you probably never even thought about it like that. Your brain needs information, just like your eyes need, if no light, if you start looking, your eyes need light. You want light. See what I'm saying? So your brain needs information. And as soon as it's cut off, then you're going to look for information. And the engine will be right there. That's going to be your new mind. So it's going to work, brothers and sisters. And when you get your new mind, what's going to happen there? See? Because now you eat new food now, good food. And now, and the idea of it is going to be totally reversed. Because what you thought was your friends are going to be enemies. What you thought was your enemies be your friends. Those you love, you're going to hate. Those you hate, you're going to love. I mean, it's like split second. Right? See? And that's going to make you very aggressive at first, because they absorb all that suddenly. See, because now your brain's calculating. Get all the information your brain's going to get it. It's like you're overloading your brain. So with all the information, all the information all of a sudden that you was resisted before, coming like a flood. Could overwhelm some of you. It's overwhelm some of you. We're coming like a flood though. That's what tribulation is all about. Because it gives you time to adjust, to absorb it. Right? That's why they wash their robes as blood of the lamb. Why you got to wash your robes? See? Because you had to F up the mind, and now you got getting it cleaned up. And now you got to absorb all that. See? Absorb it, and then apply it. Understand it. That's what you got to go through, because you got to not only absorb, but you got to apply it. Because somebody tell you, hey man, this is good for you, or you got to try to find out if it's good for you or not. See? So here, you get some information, but how do you know that information is correct? The other information was bad. See? So now you do about all this information. See? And so therefore, you're going to need verification of information. Because all of a sudden, you're going to see the devils. Oh, they are devils. Because you're going to see action speaks louder than words. Because you're going to see the angel in action. That's what's going to do it for you. Because once you see it, you're going to see it in action. Action speaks louder than words. Because you got that bombarded. And now you see, that's why I say they'll pull their skirt above their head. So now you're going to see the nakedness. See who they really are. See, the dogs turn to wolves. Like I said, when they get hungry, it says they're going to act like it's going to be off the page. You're going to see them how they really are. And you'll see the people how they really are. You see your sisters how they really are. See, all this could be, and your brain's got it. Yeah. But see, that's why you have to build that pressure. You have that brain that can calculate all that. Handles it. Huh? It's going to be overwhelming at first, but it won't be crushing. Oh, you're going to be overwhelmed at first. It says, people in dark see a great light. What's your great light? We don't blind you at first. See, you don't read into these things, sisters. It's going to blind you at first. That's why you can't be taken right out of here. So you can't take meat from the freezer and put it into, you can't do it. You got to throw out. And heart and tribulation is like heart, it's like a throwing out function for you. Okay, because you're gonna get all of them, all that. Just think about it. All this information I've been giving you for 30 years, you're gonna get hit with it one, just like that in a moment. Okay. I got people been dealing for years, 2 or 3 or 4 years, and they still struggling with it. And you're going to hit it one moment. See? But you're going to have to deal with it. And like I said, the thing about it is you're going to see it in action. That's what's going to do it for you. Okay. So let's move on, brothers and sisters. I'm going to get to a few things. I'm going to try to be brief because it's late. And I wasn't sure I was going to be. I said, let me try one more time. So let's see. Hopefully the sound's coming through okay. Let's see here. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Now, again, brothers and sisters, I don't think I'm going to read this, but the bottom line, see, it's more to this than meet the eye, but it's telling you that Esau is going to be totally eliminated. That's going to be our final war. Going to totally eliminated. What this bottom line was telling you is, if you understand it, that no one is going to survive. Everyone's going to be crushed by a time of unprecedented trouble except you. Except you. And that depends on if you able to absorb this information and apply it. So you got to absorb it, but you got to apply it. And then you'll be the only one, because no one, that's how. And let me say another thing. So, the scientists, when they write the scripture every probably 25,000 years, 24 to 25,000 years, they see clearly 2020 vision, don't miss anything, for what's happening next 25,000 years. In excruciating detail. Absolute detail, perfect detail. Okay? So they know what the time of unprecedented trouble look like. They says, we ain't never seen anything like this before. That's what they mean. From their perspective. See? Someone said I should point it out because I talk from our perspective. But the scriptures talk from another perspective. See, I'm telling you from the scripture from my perspective. But they tell you from another perspective because they see it. I'm studying it. So when they say a time of present trouble, obviously they know what it's like and what it takes to survive it. Obviously no, because they see it clearly. See, that's unprecedented. I mean, no, it's not ever going to be like that, and never again. Right? So they know. I mean, they don't experience it, but they see it clearly. They see it mathematically. Right? So how can we prepare for something that we don't know, we don't experience because we don't see it clearly, and we have no idea what the intensity of it, the math of it either. They do. That's the difference. We don't get the experience. They get the knowledge of it. See? So they say, okay, this is what it's going to be. So this is the math of it. So this is what they're going to need to survive it. And that's the idea about the Holocaust. Because remember, when God told Abraham that, it didn't happen yet. It didn't have to happen that way. He said that's where it's going to happen. And they was told in the Quran to submit to it. Why would they tell you to submit to it? Because and Master Elijah Muhammad came with other perspective, said Dr. Shabazz says, hey, I'm preparing you. What was he preparing you for? So that's the point I was trying to say in the last few days, is that you're the only one going to survive it because you already went, they already knew how much pressure there would be. Remember, unprecedented trouble also means unprecedented pressure. Right? Well, you say, how can that be unprecedented trouble when pressure keeps getting greater and greater and greater? No, unprecedented trouble relative to your situation. See? It says never be like that again. Because the pressure going to get much greater than that. As time goes on, when you get down to the beginning, the pressure going to be astronomical. Right? But unprecedented trouble is mostly talking about like a quality type of thing, but I don't want to get into more detail here, brothers and sisters. But the point is that it's the quality of it. Because in this type of pressure, we got a direct enemy. Let me move on, brothers and sisters. I'll be here all night, going to go in get more deep into this. The bottom line is that they knew what it takes. Dr. Shabazz prepared. So therefore, the Holocaust was the prescription. Because once you go to the Holocaust, you come out. Now you got the training, you got the strength to deal with the tower of unprecedented trouble. I mean, you to be the victor because no one else will be able to stand up against it. You see what I'm saying? The pressure, no one else will be able to handle that pressure, but you will be able to. Okay. It's more of a quality type of pressure, but I don't want to get diverted, brothers and sisters. Maybe I'll talk about that more tomorrow. But the point is you will be able to handle it, and they won't, because you already hardened yourself to it. You already trained. You harness. You don't went through, right? Because from the Holocaust point of view, that's unprecedented to us, and it harden you, right? May turn into a diamond. So the diamond will be the hardest substance known to man. So then when the time comes, that's why when you train, that's why you have training to go to boxing, because then you box. So when you get into the ring, man, you already, that's why you train hard. You get a good trainer, and you're gonna hate him because he's gonna put you through it, boy. But you're gonna love him when you get in the ring, and then you can take all those punches and deal. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? So that's what happened. So therefore now, you are the only nation strong enough, got structure, strong enough to withstand it. You're the only nation strong enough to withstand it. Not even Esau. That's what it's telling you. Not even Esau said they'd be totally eradicated. They can't. So it's trying to tell you, because remember, Esau and Jacob, see, these little things you don't pay attention to. Esau and Jacob will be twins. That means they had identical structures. Boy, the same thing was a twin. They said it was twins. But one is surviving. One could be totally eradicated. So that means something the other one went through some kind of preparation that this one didn't go through. You see the subtlety there? That's what happened. So we went through that. So now, right? And that's what happened. The only thing you need now is to get your mind back, right? And apply it. That's all you need now. And they're doing everything they can to make sure that never happens. Everything they can to make sure it never happens. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. Everything they can to make sure that never happens. Understand, brothers and sisters? They're bombarding you with all kinds of bad information and trying to stop from getting proper information. See? Because, and another thing about, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit here. The other thing is that remember, that information that we're getting right now is destroying us. But it's elevating them. It's strengthening them. See? But when the true information comes in, you understand, it's going to be opposite. See, it's going to be struck to them, strengthening to us. Let's move on. I'm not going to speak this well, since you can. I talked about yesterday. You can look at it, but see how people are going to be transformed. Remember, at this point, there are all this information coming in. Exceedingly great army. What the hell? Look at the look on their face. Huh? There's going to be a sudden change, but it says it's going to happen suddenly. Because they're telling you, it says Babylon's going down suddenly. I mean, your transformation is going to be suddenly because they don't want to give you birth before they go down. It'll be sudden, overwhelming. Because you'll be by with all this information, and it's like, it's totally dark. All of a sudden, somebody turn a real bright light, and it burns you, hurt your eyes. And you cover your eyes and everything else, trying to get your eyes to adjust. And that's what it's going to be like for your brain, brothers and sisters. See? That's what it's going to be like. And so now you get the adjustment. Get your eyes adjusted to that light. So you get your brain adjusted to that flood of information. See? But that information is, that flood is going to make you, have an emotional effect on you. See? It's going to make you more angry. See, so you do what you need to do. Because you still got that, a little of that residue of emotional attachment to these devils, which they gave you. And so then there's stress of that information coming like that. It's gonna confuse that emotional attachment you have, because you're gonna need it. Otherwise, you're gonna restrain yourself. You ain't gonna do double damage it's done to you. And so, right, it's gonna get your mind, your brain, soul, right? It's gonna diffuse all the emotional attachment you have to them. See, that's the psychological aspect of it. You see. Anyway, this story I might point it out to you. See here. See, he's part of the information. See, he's just a guard. He's just like that, the guard that keeps watching you to make sure that you ain't eating anything other than the food that they're giving you. See, that's Farrakhan. But see, that's Farrakhan's daddy. And he tells that daddy raped his mama. Mama Sarah May. See, and produced him. So if he's the seed, then Farrakhan's the devil too. See, this flood of information coming in, they're doing everything they can to block this. But it's getting harder and harder and harder. See, the strain on them, the mental strain on them, and the mental strain on them, that's quality side. On them, and it's coming dramatic. Because it's getting harder and harder and harder. See, because no one came at them like I came at them and said, hold it. If your father's devil, you're a devil. Because remember, here that amen, one drop of dark blood make you black. Yeah, don't make you original. Because nobody was explaining that. Nobody was attacking them. See, but this information, right? So remember, you got the compiler. And the compiler says, don't influence. But remember, that's a conscious thing you have to do. You're going to hear information, but you say, hey, I reject it. It takes energy to do that. And so you spend more and more of your energy trying to keep the information, blocked information. That's wow. You can't do it. right? It's harder, harder, harder. So they have to, right? Because it's more and more come in, the more and more energy you got to take to block it. See what I'm saying? It gets harder, harder, harder. And so they have to, so it's harder. So they have to keep on, right? Giving you more and more lies, lies, lies. Okay, let me put it another way. The information's coming in, bad information, you're blocking it. Accept that, right? And it's coming in more, so you have it's harder, harder. Because remember, you have to hear it. So when you spend more and more of your time rejecting it, right? See? Okay. So what Farrakhan doing, right? Okay. They're making sure you never get that good information. Right? See? So therefore they have to take and block it and distort it too. They're like a backup. See, because the people in NOI, right, they've already succumbed to some information. They got some of us in there. So they got to block, So they got to work harder, because harder and harder, they got to tell more and more lies. That's the resistance. More and more lies, because they got to count information that's got through. Something's getting through, because remember, you get hard for you to block it. So when they did to deal with information that got through. You understand? They did to deal with information that got through. See? So in other words, you got the door, that's your parlor, and someone got through the door. Then they're on the other side of the door to take and confuse it. Right? Because it's already in the door. It's in your brain, so confuse it. That's their job is. Oh yeah, well, if I was dead, oh yeah. Well, the brain says, yeah, oh, everyone dropping black blood, make it black. See? They had to redefine it after it got through. That's their job. Oh, because who's dealing with the people that the information got through? Elijah, that kind of stuff. He's got to deal with that. So he's got to distort it. And that's where you distort it once it gets through. Understand that, brothers and sisters. Because once it gets past him, it gets in your brain, and then the devil's out, he's out. So it says, Master Muhammad is going to take down false Israel. That's the American dream. That's right. It says Suleiman's going to take down him who's diffusing it. Information already got through. And then bam, all happen at the same time. Then all of a sudden the Fed come in. Then there's nothing to block it anymore. And then it comes like a flood. See, it'll be traumatic a little bit, but it has to be too. Like I said, because you still got the emotional residue. We talk about the mind, but you talk about the emotional residue to these people. And that's going to knock that out. Plus their actions. Who can understand, brother and sister? But here it is, see? And so like father, like son, right? Like father, like son. So what's fair? Like father, like son. Now he's raping the nation of Islam. He ain't produced a goddamn thing in 42 years. He's rich, multi-millionaire. How do you multi-millionaire on a job, business, or anything? He got sisters out there doing fundraisers for him, making money for him. You understand what I'm saying, brother and sister? Like father, like son. That's what I said. As a man robbed God, that's what he did. He's raping the nation of Islam. He says he's stealing from his whole nation, it says in Malachi. See, they have to confuse that. It's right there. They have to confuse the fact that he's Aaron. Oh, well, they talk about Aaron while Elijah was around. They don't talk about Aaron when Elijah was absent. Elijah's absent, ain't he? See what I'm saying? They have to confuse information that's once it got in. And so now he's raping the nation of Islam. He's cursed with a curse. Oh, he's worked so hard, man, that, got cancer, works hard for you. They re-explain it. See? And it's getting harder and harder. That's why it says, who the Lord will consume with spit his mouth. We consume. That means you're weakening, weakening, weakening. So it's getting harder and harder for them to counter the angel message. It's harder and harder. Because you see, every week, if you listen to what things I'm saying during the week, they counter it. They usually counter it on the weekend. Sometimes my actual words. Same theme, same subject. That's no coincidence. Because it gets harder and harder and harder. Because this truth is exposing him. And they got to keep on putting that light out. Amen. You understand? Concept, brothers and sisters? Move on. I'm going to talk this and I think I'm going to let it go, brothers and sisters. Right? See, what I'm getting into tonight is I'm trying to get into the subtleties of things. Well, before I throw this, my voice, I don't have anything for my voice. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to close. Okay, capitalism. Let's see if I can do something about this, brothers and sisters. No. Yeah. Okay. Put it here. Put it here. I think you can see that. Okay. You ask yourself, what would the economic system, what would the system look like if government would be doing energy deprivation? And if you think it through, you see that's exactly what it has to be. But there's more to it than just what's on the surface, brothers and sisters. Now see, capitalism is a motivation. Motivate them. Because they want to eat. They need control of energy. Right? That's capitalism. Could take control of energy. And take it by, if I get you to get your energy without having to give you anything, there's a consequence there, but they don't recognize the consequence. That's the problem. I'm going to take your energy. I'm not going to pay for it. If I pay for it, that's right. I take $1,000 from you, I give $1,000 back. No issue. I take $1,000 from you, give you nothing back. Oh, you $1,000. And so that's a consequence. And you damn up that consequence if I don't demand my $1,000 back. Then you keep doing that and it builds up because by me not responding, I'm damming up the consequence. See what I'm saying? That's why I told you to submit. We're told to submit. Another basic line tells us, damn that consequence up, damn it. Damn it up. Because you're going to get the consequence. Just damn it up. Let it build up. Don't do, eye for an eye. Don't do it right now. Just damn it up. Because remember, if they take $1,000 from you every day, but if you take it back next day, bonus. But if you don't take it, and you go for a 365 a year, there's your $365,000. Right? That's a lot of net venture they built up. Right? And they was partying off of that. And then in the year, you go and snatch it all back. In one day. You understand? Whew. They was partying about 365. What's the police take it back in one day? You understand, brothers? So that's why I was damned up. That's called period of grace. That's what I told Smith. I'm trying to understand the math behind this, brothers and sisters, what's going on here. Okay. So they was hungry and they took from us too much. We said, oh, let them take it. Because there's consequence. Okay? And the consequence would be a consequence. They say, eye for an eye. And they took eye. That means you take that back. That gets back into us actually being there in the Holocaust. I'm not going to go there not today, brothers and sisters. But that's the motivation. Because they was hungry. See? And so they started taking everything. You understand? There's much more to that, brothers and sisters. I'm like, why they got hungry all that? This is all playing. I'm not. My voice is going, so I can't go there today. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, so and that's capitalism, exploitation. You You give me 1,000, I give you one back. Yeah, I put 1,000 in, I get one back. Right? So in other words, maximum profit, minimum overhead. So they got all from us to give us nothing back in return. But that means the consequence is building up. It wasn't going anywhere. But it's not responding. See, as far as like the Haitians concerned, see, the consequence they didn't dam it up. They dammed up a little bit, right? See, but they fought back. Yeah, so that's a whole different issue for them. But we said there and took it 40 years. So that's built up. That's why I say do double them as you done you. Because sudden, we're going to take the contract. That means they come on. That's why I said suddenly. Because dams break, they break suddenly. You understand how this stuff comes into place, brothers and sisters? But to have that, you have to have a justification. Remember, the root word of justification is justice. Have a justification for doing it. And that's where Christianity comes in. That's sealed Bible. Because they can take from us, it's okay to do it. Right? Because see, if you teach them consequence, they won't do it. If there's that consequence, they wouldn't do it. But you don't want them no consequence. So the sealed Bible tells them, hey, God's with you, you can do everything you want to do. See, the point is, we're going to go through suffering anyway. You understand? So we said, well, how can we use it to our benefit? So we said, we're going to take this pressure, we're going to take intense pressure to make us transform to diamonds. Anyway, so you need a justification. So that's what sealed Bible give a justification because we ham. We're supposed to be slaves, so it's justification for it. Right? And then once you got justification, then you consensus, everybody got to go along with it. That's democracy. So that's your triangle. That's what it looked like. But see, anybody's ever boiled water, right? Think about it. You see the boiled water bubbling. And everybody sees the dam break, you see it start cracking. They're seeing right now, brothers and sisters. And we start seeing it cracking, right? It's going to break suddenly. You see it start bubbling, you know it's going to ball suddenly. You see bubbling. You see what's happening here in America? Look at consensus. See, if you take away the justification, what happens? Then the capitalists look like beasts, evil, wicked, greedy, evil people. See, once you take away the justification, because the justification, the capitalists, they're great, they're kings of commerce, they're kings of economy. But we take care of the justification away, right? And what's the root of this justification? The whole sealed Bible is based on Israel. It's based on the concept of Israel. The whole sealed Bible. And so then the question is, who is Israel? And look at the name. That's the question. Is real. This stuff is so, why do you think it is real? That's the question. That's why they use that name. They got all kinds of things. This bill says, you probably don't notice. Israel. That's the question. Who is? As they said, they are. And by them being that, there's justification for capitalism. Because we ham. But that goes away. Then all of a sudden, they become ham. And we become Israel. Because remember, it says Ham was doomed to be slaves forever. And I said they'd be captive, taken captive in all the nations forever. See what I'm saying? Things get reversed. You understand what I'm saying? If false Israel goes down, that means they couldn't be. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? If false Israel goes down, it couldn't be. It means we had to be. That means everything gets flipped. Because the capitalists now, devils, wicked, evil devils who are attacking the seed of Abraham, God's chosen people. They ripped them and raped them, beat them, and all. Said, eat devils. That's the brain going to calculate it. Because when forces go down, their brain's going to calculate that immediately. Because that's the information that's obvious. Action speaks louder than words. It makes me obvious. Force no doubt. Boom. That means that's why they're going to be in fear. That's why they're going to be nervous and derision, because they know for a fact. And they devils, ain't no question about it. And they will choose Abraham. And they feel overwhelmed. The emotional thing, they're going to go through the emotional thing too, because that's why we're going to go through the emotional thing as a result of that. That's going to help us to get rid of our love and everything for them. And they'll go through the emotional things that will create great fear. That's the emotional element of it. Am I making it clear for you, brothers and sisters? They'll go to a great extreme fear. Because now all of a sudden, because they know what's happening to them, it says, man's heart is failing for fear of those things come upon the earth. What's coming upon them? Consequence. Because now they know they're the wicked, evil, and they're going to have to pay for everything. Because they know what they did. But they thought they was doing God's will. But then they realized they was against God. So all that stuff, they were coming back. They know what they did. Remember, I know I did all. I said what happened to me. What happened to all said what happened to me? Remember, the more you know about what you did, the worse it's going to be in your mind. Because you say, damn, I did all that stuff, man. I raped the women. I sodomized the men. I castrated them. I tortured them. I beat them. I forced these shit. I did all this stuff to them for 40 years. And I'm going to have to do that. You understand, brothers and sisters? Men's hearts be failing for fear of those things coming upon the earth. And powers have be shaken, powers reversed. You understand? Total emotional trauma. See? They're devils. And they won't have no justification for what they was doing, because now we'll have a justification for what we're doing. And they know we have a justification doing what we're doing to them, and know we're going to do it. So they're going to be in fear of you, because they know you have a justification to do all manner of evil to them, and that's twice as much. It's going to be reversed, because falsehood is gone. You see, religion changes. Capitalism turns to wickedness and theft, greed, devil, nature of the devil. And now, consequence, and they're justified in doing to you, and they're going to do it. They know they're going to do it to you. Everything they did, they're going to do it, and they're going to do it in an instant. And then the other thing here that you probably not notice either, consensus. Because when justification goes, then everybody's going to be against each other. See? They're going to blame each other. I mean, when the justification goes, falsehood goes down. Now, remember, because everybody had to be on board. They're along with that. But now all of a sudden, oh man, we didn't do that. That was them doing it. We was the Mormons. We was this Underground Railroad, and then we're gonna be on this. We're gonna get them. We're gonna attack them, right? So that's to lay the foundation for the. I said it's gonna be a strange thing coming to this country. First, you're gonna have Abraham's seed and great the seed of the great army in total war with the devil's army here in America. That's Armageddon West. Then you got the demon war going on at the same time. It's the demons against them. That's the story about Samson. Then you got the Africans that are here. Right? They're gonna be attacking everybody under leadership of Obama. That's gonna be vicious. They're gonna be attacking all the foreigners this year. Right? On top of that, right? American people they're gonna be against each other. Because they're not going to have a consensus anymore. We see it breaking apart right now. Democrats against Republicans at each other's throat. And then a more subtle thing here, more insidious thing here is that, you see what's going on, Lou? The terrorist things popping up now? That's the bubbling. That shows you, right? Then you're going to see that on a grand scale. on the grand scale. Because people try to say themselves, distance themselves from America. I went with you, America. You see, terrorism. It says right in here. It says, I point over you terrorism. Look at Leviticus. Maybe I'll go into that one time. Terrorism will hit America. It'll be Americans against Americans, worse than anything like the Civil War, because they won't be uniting. It'll be just individuals just going crazy. Because they're panicking. They're going insane. They're trying to find a way, some kind of justification. Some kind of ease their mind. Because they're going to be in division, scared to death. See? So they go ahead and fight against America and blow this place up. See, maybe God will help me. Maybe I'll be. Hey, they can panic. When you're under great stress, brothers and sisters, you panic. That's why I keep saying panic. Panic going to rule America. And it's going to cause division. Remember it says mother against father. You got to understand that in another way, another perspective. It's going to be total chaos here. It'll be a strange thing that we see right now. So why this person, he was in the army, why he's jumping out of the way and start blowing up stuff? There's another one he does over here. One in Louisiana, one in Texas. That's a little bubble. But you know the ball, it's the first little bubble, two bubbles. There's a whole bunch of bubbles. And if the days ahead, you're going to see a lot more of it. See? As the truth comes clearer and clearer and clearer. It's like, remember that truth is crushing their minds. See? It says none will survive it. None. Only us. Because we're going to be able to withstand, get new minds and withstand that flood of information that's coming in. Absorb it. Right? And apply it. It's going to come in, but it's not going to be absorbed. It's going to come in, it's going to overflow. They're not going to be able to handle it. Because remember, it turns them into wicked, evil, it reveals who they are. I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. A lot more I want to talk about, but I think that's a lot right there in itself. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Maybe I will show one more thing. If I can. I don't know how my sign worked out, but I will see. Let's see. That's what I got here. No, I can't. I don't have time. I can't. Slave brothers. I can't show this. What else I got here? Okay, now I'll move on. I was going to spend some time, but I've been fighting all day, brothers, and so I'm going to have to turn this laptop, see? That clash between Abraham's seed and God can make ours could be something, brothers and sisters. You're going to do them double. It's add together. How you going to do double them that's a command, not a question. And I'll tell you, brothers and sisters, if you come out there and you still have any love, because any love for these devils, you're going to be in trouble. You'll be in trouble. See? I'll say more about that another time. So anyway, let's move on here. Okay, here we go. And then close out, brothers and sisters. This is where we were. Warriors. And then the guys over here. And with bars with all this basic information. See? This reality they created. See, Farrakhan's there to make sure to catch it if it gets through, to deal with that they got through. Right? Look all that. There's so much of it. It's never been so much information available as is right now, brothers and sisters. I mean, even 50 years ago, 100 years ago. But now, TV and television and videos, and I mean, see? I'm modern. So Master Muhammad's going to kill the source of it, take down false Israel. Now you got true vision there. And now information, see? Now you got a whole new idea. In an instant. You can be wild at first. Right? It's transformed like that instant. Okay? Master gonna be healing. What hit him? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. I'll leave it there. Yeah, Sam Edition, he's on his way out. A few more days.